Hi students, this video is the continuation of our co-sequential processing and the sorting of large files. Okay, in our last session we discussed about co-sequential processes like matching and merging. Taking a simple example, we discussed how we can perform the matching, co-sequential matching and co-sequential merging, right? And this here next we will consider a complex problem here. In this video we will discuss a complex problem where you are going to use both matching as well as merging. That is, you combining matching and merging to use in this particular complex problem called the general ledger program. Okay, this co-sequential processing implementation you have in the lab. One of your lab program is based on co-sequential processing. Okay, from that when you execute the program in lab, you will understand more clearly the matching procedure there. Okay, now before moving on to this complex problem, what is a general ledger program, or what is that problem? That is, see, usually in accounting, we have two kinds of files. One is the ledger file, and one more is the journal file. Okay, in ledger file, usually the monthly transactions for the year is stored. That is, for each month you will have the previous account balance and the new balance. For all the months you will have the previous account balance and the new balance. Okay, and in journal file, usually you have the monthly transactions of all the expenses, debit or credit. Okay, this journal file at the end of the month, usually this has to be posted to the ledger file to update the ledger file. Okay, and you can get a printout of this general ledger program. When if you want to get a printout of that particular general ledger program, you have to do some matching and merging process to get that particular output. That is what you are going to do here. You will consider two lists here. That is, one is the ledger list and one more is a sample list, and you are going to perform some matching merging to get one combined list of this ledger and program journal file. Okay, now here in this first slide, it shows the sample journal entries. Here you can see the number, account number, then the check number followed by a date and description and debit or credit. Okay, now whether this file is in sorted order? No, right? You have the mix up of all the account numbers here. 101, again you after one transaction you have 101 again, and you have 550 account numbers. This is an example account number they have given. Usually the account numbers will be very long, isn't it? But here for our ease, we have taken just three account numbers. Okay, three numbers. Okay. Next, we will see okay. Next is here is a sample ledger printout showing the effect of posting from the journal. That is, this is what we want as output. That is, our output list should have the following result, that is a file which contains this particular that is, you should have a header. This we call it as header. Remember this. Again in the coming slides I'll be saying about this header over there. Okay, you should have a header, that is your 101 checking account number 1. This is from your ledger file. Okay, and you should have these transactions, that is, this is from your those auto expense, rent, advertising, auto expense, all these are from your journal file. And the last line, that is the previous balance and the new balance, that is from your that is, sorry, your ledger file. Okay, so here in the printout you need both from ledger file as well as from the journal file, you need the entries, isn't it? Okay, next we will see what we can do to obtain that particular printout. First thing is you have to order the list, isn't it? Here sample list is given, that is journal transactions sorted by account number. It is sorted according to the account number, that is 101 first, and then all the transactions under 101, then 102. According to the increasing account number, you have sorted the journal file initially. Okay, then in this you can see both ledger list and journal list, that is, you have a conceptual view of co-sequential matching here. After performing the matching of the ledger and the journal files, you have this list here, that is say you have 101 checking account number 1 from the ledger list, and in the journal list, that is 101, all the transactions under 101 is listed there. Okay, and then 102, and then all the transactions, you have done a matching here. After the matching process, you have the merging here, where you get the output, that is the first printout for the first 6 accounts. You can see you have a header line, that is 101 checking account number 1, and then the transactions. So these transactions you will add to this previous balance to get the new balance. For each same, in the same way, for each account number you have the same thing. Now we will infer what and all we need, and we will process it. Okay, what and all things we need in this particular general ledger program, how to move to that particular program. First is the ledger account number, we will say it as a master account number, and then the journal account number, you can say it is a transaction account number, and you have to create a class called a master transaction process and a subclass, that is ledger process. Unmatched ledger accounts, that is if the account number present in the account number is present in ledger, but it is not there in the journal transaction, then it is a merging process, that is you have to include that particular account number into the output list. Okay, but when does a unmatched journal unmatched occurs, that is see you have a account number in journal file, and that particular account number is not there in the ledger file, then you say it is an unmatched journal accounts. In that case, you have to create an error. Okay. In the previous case, when you have the account number in the ledger account, but it is not there in the journal account, you just have to merge the account number. But here it is in the journal accounts, it is not like that. You have to create an error and post it. Okay. Now, posting from journal to ledger is a combined matching by merging process. Three different steps in processing ledger entries. What are the three different steps you have to follow? First thing is, immediately after reading a new ledger object, you have to print the header line. Nothing but I told you the first line, that is checking account number 101 checking account number 1 from our example. See to the example here. Yeah, this printout. The first line, if you see, that is 101 checking account number 1. That is your header line. And initialize the balance for the next month from the previous month's balance. That is, you have to retrieve the previous balance. Okay. For each second step is, for each transaction object that matches, we need to update the account balance. That is, to the previous balance. See here, to the previous balance, you have to update the transaction of that particular account. That is, see here, in the second line, you have for 101, you have auto expense, that is minus 78.70. From this 5000, that is previous balance, what the previous balance you have is 5219 point something, isn't it? To that you have to subtract minus 78 point something, then minus 500 point something, and then the next transaction, that is minus 31 point something, minus 87 point something. All these transactions you have to add it to the previous balance. Okay. That is what update the account balance. After the last transaction for the account, once if all the transactions for that particular account is updated, the balance line should be printed. Balance line is nothing but, in this example, which is the balance line there, that is the previous balance 5219 point something, and new balance 4521. This is called the balance line for each accounts, that is for account 2, account 3, all these accounts. The similar way, you have a header line followed by the transactions, and then the last, that is balance line. These things has to be there. Okay. This is the place where new ledger record could be written to create a new ledger file. Okay. A template for a class for master transaction process. General ledger program. What and all methods you should have. You should have a constructor, master transaction process, and then processing when a new master, that is different. What when a new master is there, what process you have to process new master, process current master. We'll see what is this new master, how to process this new master, current master, and end master. What are this, and what is process transaction error? This process transaction error, when does it happen? When you have an account number in the journal file, but you don't have that particular number in the ledger file. In that case, you will process the transaction error. Okay. Next, you have a post transactions, that is master file name, followed by transaction file name and output file name. These three files. Next is we'll see the synchronization part of this general ledger program. Synchronization part we will see. Okay. While more masters or more transactions, that is while there are items in this more masters refers to the ledger file items, and this more transactions refers to your journal file items. Okay, now if item 1 is less than item 2, what you have to do, you have to process end master of and you have to select the next item in which one, that is end master of means simply you just output the balance line, that's it. Okay, and then you have to select the next item from list 1 from the ledger file, you select one more account number there. Okay, and then if more masters, if more account numbers are there, then process new master, that is initialize the account balance. Next, else if item 1 is double equal to item 2, that is you have a account number in item 1 which is equal to account number in item 2. That means for example 101 in in our example account 101 in ledger file, and you have account 101 in that is journal file. In that case you have to process the current master. Process the current master means you have to add all the transactions from the journal file into the ledger file. You have to calculate the new balance, process current master, and then process item 2. The second item you have to process, that is from the journal file you are going to process that particular item transaction, and then you have to move in which list, the item 2, that is in the journal list you have to move forward. Understood? See, for 101 account number, you had already some 5 transactions, isn't it? Each of these transactions needs to be added to the previous balance, isn't it? That's why you keep this ledger account as it is, and then process through each of the transactions in this particular journal file. That is what you are doing in this when item 1 is equal to item 2. Else in the other case, what you have to do when item 1 is greater than item 2, process transaction error. That is, I told you, when you have the item number, item 1, that is the ledger file is greater than the journal file number, then you have to process an error and then move in the list 2. Next is okay, we will see what are this process new master, process current master, and process end master. In process new master, what you are doing is, say the process new master, here in this you are going to print a header, that is in our example checking account number 1 header. This is printed in this process new master method, and then initialize the balance for the previous month, that is you will have the previous balance there. Okay, In a process current master, what you are doing, you are adding each of the journal amount to the previous balance, month balance. Understood? Each transactions from the journal file, you are adding it to the balance sheet. Okay. And in process end master, what you are doing is you are going to print the output list where the previous balance and the new balance after the transaction will be printed. That is, you are printing the balance line there. Next, the application of the co-sequential model to a general ledger program. Here the actual problem was to design a general ledger posting program as part of an accounting system, isn't it? And the system contains what and all? Two files. Which and all? One is the journal file, that is the monthly transactions file which we discussed, and one more is the ledger file, that is the main file containing month by month summaries of the values associated with each of the bookkeeping accounts. Now this journal file, that is the monthly transactions, you have to post it to the ledger file at the end of each month, and in the ledger file these transactions will be updated. Posting, it involves associating each transaction with its account in the ledger. That is, you are combining this monthly transactions with the ledger file and getting the output. Posting means getting a view, conceptual view. For example, in our example, the header line followed by the transactions and the balance line. Okay. Application of co-sequential model to a general ledger. And how was the posting process implemented? How to implement that conceptual view or printing, what we discussed. One solution is build an index for the ledger organized by account number. That is, you have to create an index to the ledger file on the basis of the account number. But two problems arises in this case. That is, you need a lot of seeking front and back, and second problem is the journal entries relating to one account are not collected together. Okay, that is, it is not ordered. And one more solution is what we discussed here, actually the second solution, that is collect all the journal transactions that relate to a given account by sorting the journal transactions by account number and working through the ledger and the sorted journal co-sequential. That is, initially sort the journal file, then co-sequentially process the ledger and the journal file. That is what we did. That is the solution for this particular general ledger problem. Goal of our program was to produce a printed version of the ledger that not only shows the beginning and the current balance for each account, but also list of all the journal transactions for the month. That is our printed version with the header, transactions, and balance line for each account, isn't it? Next, from the point of view of the ledger accounts, that is from the master account, the posting process, what we did is an merge process. And from the point of view of the journal accounts, it is the posting process is a match there. Okay. In our program must implement a combined. So we implemented a combined merge and match, while simultaneously printing account title lines, individual transactions, and the summary balances. Summary of the steps involved in processing the ledger entries. First thing was to print the header line, then initialize the balance from the previous month, and then you updated the account balance based on the journal transactions, and then after the last transaction, after processing the last transaction in the journal file for that particular account, you got the that is print the balance line. Balance line means the previous balance and the new balance. The posting process has three cases. One is if the ledger, that is, this is nothing but the synchronization part we are seeing. Okay, that is the conditions we are checking. You know, that is called the synchronization part. There we have checked for three conditions. Same in this complex program, we have checked the three conditions, like if the ledger account number is less than the journal transaction account number, then what you are doing, that is item 1 is less than the first condition. You remember, item 1 is less than item 2. In that case, print the ledger account balance and then read in the next ledger account and print its title line if the account exists. Second case, if the account numbers match, that is the same account number for the ledger and journal file. If you have, what you did, the print the description of the transaction, all the transactions you are going to print, and then read the next journal entry. Okay. If the journal account is less than the ledger account, then unmatched journal account, print error and continue with the next transaction. Next is we will discuss about KWay merge in the next coming session. That is till now we have discussed about processing two list, isn't it? In co-sequential processing, we discussed about matching two list. Now anymore we will discuss about matching more than two list. What and how to match more than two list. We'll see that in the next session. Okay, thank you.